What's up, Horror Hounds? This is Shawn Thomas with Shawn's Horror Favorites. Before we begin today's video, I just want to let everyone know, unfortunately, Jason didn't make it as a finalist for the Face of Horror contest. I do appreciate everyone's help who voted for him daily. You know, if they have something similar next year, hopefully he'll decide to go ahead and give it a go again. But until then, thanks to everybody who voted for Jason. Now on to today's video, which today isn't going to be a review. It's gonna be more of a like a news slash opinion piece. Hope y'all enjoy. So yeah, today's video is actually going to be an update to a podcast slash video I did a couple of months ago in regards to Scream 7 and how fuck they are. We already got news that Neve Campbell's back in the series and all that cool stuff. Yeah, like there's still some stuff going on. We'll get to that later, but first I want to start on a happy note. Yeah, our girl right there, our girl Kirby. Yeah, guess what? She is getting her own spinoff. It's not known if it's going to be like a series or if it's going to be like a spinoff movie, but it's supposed to be like some sort of thing. Like like I said, I don't know what it's going to be yet, but the story's going to include Kirby as an FBI agent investigating Ghostface copycat killers that are around. Is he in the Scream universe? Like in the beginning of Scream 6, where we see those two dudes just, being Ghostface for no reason other than to scare the crap out of people and be able to murder people and possibly get away with it. Apparently, a lot of people were doing that shit. So it's up to our girl Kirby here to stop them. It's a really cool concept. I was kind of hoping they would go some sort of route like this. And with Scream 7 just being like a friggin' mess right now. Like I said, I'll get to that stuff later. But yeah, our girl Kirby. Like, there are so many places that they could go with this, and it's freaking awesome. Spyglass actually made a good decision in this sense. And it probably wasn't even Spyglass. It was probably Paramount. They were like, hey, this girl who was supposed to be a random victim in Scream 4 really had like a positive reception coming back into the series. in Scream 6. So hey, why don't we go ahead and like give this girl a series or a movie or something. All right, now at this point, it's not known what the name is going to be. Like, I've seen posters and stuff with it having the name Kirby, but it seems that a lot of places are reporting that it could be like a series called Ghostface, or like a spin-off movie called Ghostface. Wouldn't that be interesting? And the thing is, like, when it comes to doing a spin-off movie like this, you would think that they would be in a little more, like, they'd be a little more cautious, because, there was another movie franchise that went and did this spin-off stuff, and it bombed hard, and that was Spiral, a Saw story. Now, I think with the popularity of this character, Kirby, I think that as long as Paramount and Spyglass don't fuck it up somehow, it's going to wind up being a really cool, like, piece for people who are just fans of the Scream franchise to see this character that people loved a lot just have a chance to shine. It's seriously gonna be a cool series. All right, now that we got like the good stuff out of the way, let's get to the nitty gritty of what Scream 7 is looking like right now. Cause yeah, there's some good, but there's also like a lot of bad. So let's start out with the good. As we all remember, Sydney, Nev Campbell, is returning to the franchise in order to star in Scream 7. They must have come up with some sort of solution to the salary dispute that she had with Scream 6. So that's pretty cool. Like, we're going to see Sydney back. But what's even better is that one of the original writers of the original Scream is actually going to be in this as the director as well, and that would be Kevin Williamson. Like, I'm freaking excited, man. Like, the original, one of the original writers of Scream is gonna be involved. That's that's freaking awesome. Nev Campbell says that she couldn't be more thrilled. I mean, it's freaking awesome. Do some scrolling here, see. After skipping out on Scream 6 due to a salary dispute, the Sidney Prescott actress is returning to the Scream franchise she helped launch in 1996. And she goes on to say, "Hi all, I'm so excited to announce this news. Sidney Prescott is coming back." She posted that on Instagram. Yep, yeah, picture her, and I want to say that's. I'm not sure which Scream that was. Damn, I'm a suck at this. But she goes on to say, "I'm very happy and proud to say I've been asked in the most respectful way to bring Sydney back to the screen, and I couldn't be more thrilled." Well, actually, I could. While I've been so incredibly lucky to make these films with both the master of horror Wes Craven and the wonderfully talented Tyler Gillett and Matt Bettany, I'm butchering that name, team, I've dreamt for many years of how amazing it would be to make one of these films with Kevin Williamson at the helm. And now it's happening. Kevin Williamson is going to direct Scream 7. And there you have it. Like, that's freaking awesome. It's it's really what they needed for the movie, because when Christopher Landon like just freaking dipped, like that was a big blow. Like the whole thing with Melissa Barrera being fired due to her controversial tweets, and Jenna Ortega just freaking exploding once Wednesday premiered. Like it was definitely spelling doom for what they had really built. But with some good news, there's definitely some stuff going on with this as well. All right, so according to Variety, Courtney Cox says, "I'm not officially signed on for Scream 7 yet, and hopes Dewey can appear." And then she goes on to say they have to figure it out. Like, this is the best freaking title ever. This is, yeah, there's good old Gale Weathers himself. So, okay. Dewey David Arquette's beloved Scream character may have been killed off in the fifth installment of the franchise, but Courtney Cox is hoping he can somehow appear in Scream 7. She goes on to say, "I understand the reasons they did it, but whoa, talk about a missed character," Cox told me at The Rock for, yeah, I mean, that's what the writer had said. The charity event Saturday, "Dewey is so loved by Scream fans. They have to figure it out." So, like, seriously, like, how is Spyglass going to figure this out? And basically, it turns out Cox has yet to sign for Scream 7. As I first reported in March, Cox began talks to reprise Gale Weathers in the seventh installment of the franchise following the announcement that Neve Campbell would return after skipping Scream 6 due to a salary dispute. So, what we have here is an opportunity to have Gale Weathers also be in, but she wants Dewey to appear somehow. Now, would that be like a flashback or something crazy like that? Because let's remember, like, how do you come back from his death? Like, you're either going to have to completely retcon the fifth and sixth movie, or you're going to have to really go out on a limb and say that Dewey somehow survived the injuries from part 6. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like, oh man, no, wait. Like, Dewey's fine. He just wasn't in the sixth film because he was still recovering from that attack. It's like, yeah, I'd like to see how someone would be able to recover from this.
Yes, today.
Yeah, I don't know. I find it kind of hard to believe that anyone's going to survive that amount of damage done to their body. And Spyglass is all like, "Oh no, no, he's been through worse, man. He's been through worse. He's gonna be just fine. He's Dewey. He's a survivor. He's the best, man. He's the best."
It's an honor.
Yeah, I don't know, Spyglass. He looks kind of fucked to me. Like his eyes are all open and dilated and shit. Oh no, no, it's Dewey, man. It's just a flesh wound. He'll be just fine. Yeah, yeah, he's gonna walk with a little harder of a lip now. That's all. Yeah. Oh, okay, okay, Spyglass. Whatever. So yeah, that's basically it. Like, and there's other characters that you could utilize. I mean, I know they probably definitely plan on like tying in Kirby into this movie too. Like even with the spinoff, like the spinoff could probably tie into Scream 7. But like there were other characters other than Melissa Barrera's character Sam, like the Carpenter sisters. You also had the twins, Randy's nephew and niece that could make an appearance. Yeah, like wouldn't it be great to see some of their stuff get resolved? Like with with Jenna Ortega's departure from the series, like wouldn't you like to know what happens to Randy's nephew? Like figure out how he handles like rejection or being heartbroken after she leaves him. Like that would be a good storyline. But what about the fact that Randy's niece is such a freaking hardcore movie buff that she'd be able to help with like any investigation into like a Ghostface case? Have her and Kirby team up to fight the forces of evil who wear Ghostface because someone pissed them off. I don't know what makes people do this crazy shit, but it would just be really cool. Like, shoot, man, I don't know. It's freaking crazy just what plans they seem to have. Like, I don't know. So, we don't even really know what the synopsis for this movie is really going to be yet. I mean, all we know is that Sidney Prescott is going to be in it, and maybe Gale Weathers, but only if Dewey survives somehow from his injuries in the fifth movie. God, I'm gonna be so pissed off if they completely retcon 5 and 6, because they're great movies. And like it's definitely not the fans' fault that this whole debacle with Melissa Barrera happened, as it's not the fans' fault, and definitely not Jenna Ortega's fault that she wound up becoming so busy with Wednesday and what I'm personally excited for, Beetlejuice 2. Like, it's one of those things where they could have handled all of this so much better. Like right now, Scream 7's very much up in the air. We don't know what it's gonna be, but hey, we got the freaking Kirby spinoff to look forward to, and I'm kind of looking forward to that. I think it's a really cool character built from such a minor, what seemed to be at the time kind of a minor role in one of, at the time, 4 movies. It's going to be something to behold. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to do so much better than Spiral. Now, anyway, sorry for the simple video tonight. I know I've been making a habit of appearing in front of the camera. I just figured I'd do a simple video to get some content out there. I am still working on the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey episode. Uh, Doing a full scale review is so much more time consuming than I would have thought. Plus, I don't do this as like a professional gig. This is just kind of a hobby. So I do want to start posting more stuff. So you might get more simple videos like this. But I think in the long run, yeah, it might be a little more comfortable for me to do more simple videos like this. I mean, I like doing the ones where I appear in front of the camera too. Like those I'd like to be able to do some more fun stuff with in the future, maybe have more props. But for now, simple videos like this, like maybe something I can like put together in a weekend might be a little more beneficial. I do absolutely adore doing this kind of stuff. And I'm kind of hoping that in the future I can find more stuff to do that has a lot to do with this type of content. Just being able to bring news and stories, in my opinion, to the whole deal. So, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and this is Shawn Thomas saying, Shawn out.